Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of couch potatoes in love. They love reacting to some Castlevania.
Yes, we do.
So this is season 1, episode 4. If you want all of our reactions to the series, check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you. Are you ready to check this out?
I'm so ready.
Okay. Such evil looking eyes.
Be Dracula. Please be Dracula.
Well, get back out there. The speakers have to die before the sun goes down.
The sun is already down.
Ooh.
You cannot enter the house of God.
God is not here. This is an empty box.
God is in all his churches.
Your God's love is not unconditional. He does not love us, and he does not love you.
Maybe a little twitch of the fingers.
My life's work is in his name.
Your life's work makes him puke.
I'm the Bishop of Greshit.
Your God knows that we wouldn't be here without you. It is all your fault.
Yep.
Lies in your house of God. No wonder he has abandoned you. We love you. We couldn't be here without you. Let me kiss you.
Oh, the imagery.
Yeah, but I don't see them weeping for this bishop.
Mm-mm.
Well done, Dracula.
Yeah, that was pretty satisfying.
He went that way.
Oh.
Ooh,
What?
fancy.
No, I am a speaker and a scholar of magic. I serve no demon and I do no evil.
Okay. I think this is why they weren't afraid to fight.
She's got skills.
Yeah.
You never asked.
Though I guess I now understand why it was you who went down into the catacombs to look for your sleepy god. What are you doing here?
I didn't ask you to fight for me. I fight for myself.
You.
Kill them! Quickly!
No. Just you and me. Come on. Getting the good people of Greyshit to commit murder for you. See how you do on your own. I can see you're carrying a blade. I wonder if the people of the great city of Greyshit have ever seen a priest draw a knife before. Your long knife, my short sword. Let's go. Come on. You had no problem beating an old man this morning, huh? You had no problem lying to these people about the speakers.
The speakers brought this upon us!
No, they didn't. Speakers stayed here to offer aid. It was your bishop who brought all this down on us. Your bishop who started it all. But the only one here who isn't innocent is you.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
The people wanted to kill somebody.
It's them. They're coming.
We didn't gather this mob for nothing. Oh, carrying the body.
Nice.
Back to the far side of the square! Pike! Up front now! What? Why? Because I'm the only man here who knows how to fight these things. Everyone with a pike or long weapon, get out in front with me. 6 in front, 6 behind, and in between. Pikes forward. Hold steady. I need a priest. One who was properly ordained in a church. Grab some people. Go to the nearest well. Start drawing water. You know what to do with water, yes? For the aspersion? Go! Cypher?
Just some freaking holy water.
I want it so they can only come towards us. Is that something you can do?
Will I do?
Better than fire anyway. Hope so. I want salt over here! As much as you can find! Everyone with a sword wipes their blades in the salt. Cypher, walls!
You know we can fly, right?
That priest really could make holy water after all. Pikeman! 4 steps forward! Cypher, close the door behind them. Cut him down!
Nice!
Hell's demons! Don't forget! Spread the word!
Holy icicles.
The whip's consecrated.
Ooh. Nice.
An army from hell!
It's a problem. Rough landing, but it could have been worse.
Catacombs again. I think we're deeper than I went before.
I guess she figured he could take care of himself. But she was gonna slide down. That's gonna hurt your hands.
Oh, for God's sake.
Quick, freeze that steel beam that he's on right now. They love falling.
I might love it a bit less after this.
I didn't do that.
That was the guy Dracula was talking to.
Why are you here?
The story. The Messiah sleeps under Grecian. The man who will save us from Dracula.
Are you in search of a mythical savior?
I fell down a hole.
The land. He has an army of monsters. He's determined to wipe out all human life wherever he finds it.
Is that what you believe?
There's no belief involved.
No.
You're asking if I believe you're some sleeping messiah who'll save us, and no, I don't.
Belmont!
And what am I?
Vampire.
You're a vampire. So, I have to ask myself, have we come down here to wake up the man who'll kill Dracula, or did we come here to wake Dracula?
You call me Dracula.
I'll call you anything you like if you're gonna show me your teeth.
She called you Belmont.
Last son of the House of Belmont.
The Belmonts fought creatures of the night, did they not? For generations.
Say what you mean.
The Belmonts killed vampires.
Until the good people decided they didn't want us around.
And now Dracula is carrying out an execution order on the human race. Do you care, Belmont?
Honestly, I didn't. No, it's time to stop it.
Do you think you can?
What I think is I'm going to have to kill you.
Belmont, no! He's the one we've been waiting for.
No, he's not. He's a vampire. And he's not been waiting here for hundreds of years, have you?
I don't like your tone, Belmont.
This place is old, but it's not been abandoned. It's alive and working. So go on, vampire.
What is the year of your lord?
1476.
Perhaps a year, then.
There. And on top of that, what kind of messiah creates mechanical death traps to buy himself an uninterrupted nap in a stone coffin?
My defenses were not for you.
You could have told your defenses that.
They are machines, nothing more. They were not intended to protect me from you. I asked you a question. Do you care?
I care about doing my family's work.
Do you think you can? If you're really a Belmont and not some runt running around with a family crest, you might be able to. Let's find out.
Oh.
Can't do this!
Tell it to your floating vampire Jesus here.
A tired little...
Oh!
Stand the fuck up. Dracula's castle can appear anywhere, Cypher. And I told you, this is what it looks like on the inside.
Do you know what Dracula looks like?
Nobody knows what Dracula looks like. You've got fangs, and you sleep in a coffin.
Ooh, nice! One arm tied behind his back. Oof. I think he's testing you.
Please, this isn't a bar fight.
Nice. It's a good callback there.
Do you have a god to put a last prayer to, Belmont?
Dear God, please don't let the vampire's guts ruin my good tunic.
What?
But it won't stop me staking you.
But you will still die.
Killing you was the point. Living through it was just a luxury.
You are a Belmont.
I will incinerate you before your fangs touch that man's throat.
You're a speaker magician.
Yes, and his goal is mine. To stand up for the people.
A vampire hunter and a magician. You'll do. I am Adrian Depeche. Known to the Wallachians as Alucard. Son of Vlad.
Alucard!
In my private keep under Greshit for a year. To heal the wounds dealt by my father when I attempted to stop him unleashing his demon armies.
You are the sleeping soldier.
I'm aware of the stories. I'm also aware that the speakers consider the story to be information from the future. Do you know the whole story?
Yes.
The sleeping soldier would be met by a hunter and a scholar.
No one told me that.
Why do you think my grandfather tried everything to make you stay?
I hate speakers.
What happens now?
I need a hunter and a scholar. I need help to save Wallachia. Perhaps the world. And defeat my father.
He's his mother's son.
Because it is what my mother would have wanted. And we are all, in the end, slaves to our family's wishes.
You'll help us kill Dracula and save Wallachia.
My father has to die. We three, we can destroy him.
Got goosebumps.
Yeah.
That was a great ending.
Mm-hmm.
Fitting since that was the season finale.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 4 episodes for the first season?
First season's only 4 episodes, yeah. It's 4 episodes, then 8 episodes, then 10 and 10. So 32 total.
Oh, wow. So you had to wait to find out what happened after that for a whole new season?
Yeah. 5 years. No, I don't know.
People are so patient. I have no patience.
We have no, yeah, no. Now society, no one has patience anymore.
No. I can't imagine having to wait for a whole new season after that. Like, that's like the, fuck yeah moment.
Yeah, Alucard. Oh, very cool. Which of course makes us think of Helsing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it does.
So already have an affinity for him. Badass shot there at the end. And, you know, the posse's all together now. It's gonna be interesting seeing this dynamic happen. And what's the girl's name?
I was just thinking that as we were sitting here. I was like, she's the speaker mage, and that's just like what I.
Yeah, speaker mage.
I'm sure somebody out there will please help us know what her actual name is.
All right, so it was cool finding out Hot Speaker Mage had some powers. And was a wizard, and like I like that. Like, you know, you didn't tell me you were a magician. It's like, well, you didn't ask.
I loved her line that I don't need someone to save me, I save myself. And boy, does she.
That was a good one too.
She brings it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And yeah, so he was just testing him the entire time to like see what drives him, and if he is willing to give up his life to do the ultimate goal, which is to kill Dracula. And you know, it's not about that was such a great line too. Is just like, you know, the point was to kill you. Like living was just a luxury.
Yeah, that was a brilliant line. Well done, scriptwriters.
Yeah, and that wasn't. I think that wasn't exactly what it was, but it was very. It was around that.
Killing you was the point.
Yeah.
Living through it was a luxury.
There you go. That's a good line.
There's this wonderful quality that vampires tend to have in a lot of things, which is that
because of all the vampires, you know, like there's a wonderful quality that these vampires I know have.
You know, I think of various different stories, like Interview with the Vampire and not so much Twilight. We'll go with that one. But they've been around for so long, so many years, that they have an unending amount of patience and self-control over their emotions. And like, that's usually what I think of when I think of a vampire that's been around for eons. And that's what Alucard has. Like, Dracula is more of the hot-headed, emotional, which we saw him in a moment when anybody would be those things. So it's very hard to judge him as an entire entity, really. But he's more of like the scary, lose your temper kind of vampire, whereas Alucard is that...
First I thought you were calling him a scary loser. I was like, what?
Whereas Alucard has that, I've been around forever, you can try and kill me, and I'm just going to swat you away until I've taken the measure of you. Like, there's all the time in the world for him to find the right person to help him take on his father, to find the right set of circumstances, the right skilled fighter that, you know, while Belmont is really exerting effort and really fighting, and he's getting some pieces of Alucard. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's doing a good job, but Alucard just that kind of like floating, one hand behind the back, just totally like parrying everything and just doesn't, it's, I don't know. I look at society now and I'm like, we're all so impatient. I mean, just look at me. Like, I was like, what? People have to wait a whole season to get the next set of episodes? Like, that's insane. What? We're all so impatient, and that's often associated with like mortals, because our time is finite and it's short on this earth, and yet immortals, vampires, have all the time in the world, so they don't have to worry about all that stuff.
Also, very satisfying ending for dickhead priest, but both the bishop and the priest.
Yeah.
The bishop, again, like I thought that was going to be Dracula in like different, like, you know, monster form or whatever, showing up. But it was just one of his. But it felt like he was like almost like speaking through.
I was gonna say, I'm not convinced it wasn't him.
Like, I mean, it did die. Like that thing did end up.
Like the form died, but what about the thing possessing the form?
Yeah, I mean, he could be like just been his voice like speaking through it, but like at the end, like it was like, you know, we're it's a Hell's Army. It was kind of like, it seemed more like it was part of the army itself. His death might not have been slow, but like the build up to it, you could tell he would have, you know, just been terrified the entire time, and just to that realization of you were wrong, and God is not with you, and God is not saving you, because you have strayed.
I loved the psychological terror inflicted on him, as well as the physical terror, and then ultimately his death, which was, yes, finally.
Which was, yes.
I loved when he said the line, like, your God's love isn't unconditional. And that's always been one of the things with like the sort of like puritanical Christianity sects that believe in like the whole fire and brimstone thing, that I'm like, I'm sorry, but your God sounds like a dick. Like, not be funny, but why all hail him when he's all fire and brimstone, and if you're less than perfect, I'm gonna smite you, and like, I don't know, it feels very designed to make you afraid. And
yeah, that's what it was designed to make people afraid.
As Yoda said, fear leads to hate. Hate leads to the dark side. Like, it doesn't seem designed to like bring you closer to a higher being. It seems designed to just make you small and terrified all the time. And so I loved the point of him saying, your God's love is not unconditional. He don't love you anymore. Like, you are off the list. And then to show the stained glass windows. And I think like, you know, usually if you see images like that in like, I don't know, exorcist movies or something where the priest is dying, like suddenly the stained glass starts crying or something. Nope. Very noticeably, that was not happening in this situation. Just to kind of back up what Dracula said, your God doesn't love you anymore. So he's cool with this right now.
Belmont has one of the best like action hero one-liners.
Yes.
Why are you here? I fell down a hole.
Yes. That was great.
That was like, you know, like that's like a good action one-liner, instead of like, you know, they eventually got to the point where the one-liners were just like, they tried to be cheesy, and it's like the cheesier the better, and more ridiculous the better it could be. But like that was like, you know, back when one-liners meant something. Any predictions for next season?
Not so much a prediction, but I'm very excited to see Alucard and Dracula come face to face. Because there was obviously a moment where they had right before Dracula unleashed the army.
Yep. But
it happened so fast, and we didn't have the context of who he was. So like, even I'm thinking back, I'm like, I don't know what was actually said between the two in the moment. Like, it was so fleeting and so small. Yeah,
it's basically like he wasn't going to let him do it. And like, you know, that it was and I like the fake out. I mean, because it seemed like it was going to be his son. It seemed like, you know, someone holy, like, you know, on the other side, because of like all, you know, light and darkness. And so it's that kind of a fake out, but I thought that was good.
Yeah, I love when he called him like your vampire Jesus.
Yeah.
That was another good one from Belmont.
Yeah. Agreed.
But that's what he looks like. Like, they are kind of trying to make him like the like vampire version of American Jesus.
Yeah. Sexy vampire Jesus.
I think that's probably like the biggest thing I'm hyped for in next season, is to see those two meet again. Yeah,
only one episode with Dracula in it in the first season. So
but he leaves an impression.
Yeah, hopefully I get more Dracula in the next season. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want all of our Castlevania reactions, check out the description of this video, because we got a playlist there for you. We also have a link to Patreon if you want early ad-free access. We're about a month ahead on our reactions for our YouTube edits.
Yeah.
And even further ahead if you want our full watch-along reactions.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Castlevania Season 1, Episode 4, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.